Hello everyone and welcome to John's Corner. Today we're going to be doing Ooblek. One of the nice things about it doesn't require a whole lot of stuff. Really only requires some cornstarch and some water. The cool thing behind Ooblek, some of the science, is that it's called a non-Newtonian fluid. So when we're mixing it together, it's going to act like a liquid, but when we agitate, it's going to act more like a solid. A non-Newtonian fluid can also go the other direction, where it goes more like a liquid. One of the most common examples that we have is ketchup, where the more we shake it, the more it turns into a liquid. So we're going to start doing it. One of the nice things we're going to do is we're going to get a cornstarch, going to get some water. Food coloring is optional. And the big thing to know is that we're going to do it in about a ratio of 2 of this to 1 of this. So we can do 2 cups water to 1 cup water. We could do 1 cup cornstarch to half a cup water. But the thing we're going to make sure that we do is that when we decide how much we're going to make, we want to make sure we have a little left over so we don't use the whole thing in the first batch. Because we're going to do it gradually when we set it up, so this way we can add more, either water or cornstarch, to get the right consistency that we need. Okay, so for my first batch, I'm going to do a half a cup of cornstarch, a quarter of a cup water, and I'm going to add some food coloring. I'm going to do it in some steps, and we're going to see how it comes out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my water. And you can play around with it. I'm going to do my food coloring first. I'm going to do blue. I'm now going to add in most of my cornstarch. I'm going to get in there with my hand. I'm going to mix it up. Seeing that it's still a little too chalky, I'm going to add in a little bit more water. That's why we always want to have that little extra, because we have to play around with it a bit. You can kind of see it happening now. The main idea is that it's going to be like a liquid, but if we move our hand quickly through it, or we hit it quickly, it'll start looking more like a solid. Okay. Now that I've got it in, I'm going to move my finger around. I see that it's moving pretty quickly and not acting like the fluid that we want. I'm going to add in some more. Going to mix it in with my hands. But here we can see, part of it at least, as I start to move it around more, it starts to make a solid in my finger. And now it's starting to really get there where we can see, if I try to move it around a lot and squish it, I can make it into a solid. But if I let go, it'll start being more like a liquid around my fingers. It's a really fun STEM project where you can play around with it. A lot of fun. This is the consistency that I like. Where you can see, if I don't touch it, it goes like a liquid. Move my finger slowly through it. It's like a liquid. But if I try to go real fast, you can see it breaking up into a solid. So here's something that's optional. I'm going to try and get it to work. I've added a little Ooblek on top of what's called a subwoofer. I put down some saran wrap tight on the top. I'm going to add some extra food coloring. I happen to like the color purple, so I'm going to add some red to it. I'm going to see if I can make the Ooblek dance.